You desire a pious man, but do you truly understand what that entails? A man grounded in the Qur'an and Sunnah won't be about celebrating birthdays or anniversaries. He'll encourage you to dress modestly as commanded in the Qur'an, expecting you to strive for knowledge and adhere to the Deen as he does. Such a man will be protective, with protective jealousy. He won't be comfortable with you working in mixed environments, nor will he accept you posting selfies or couple pictures. He values your modesty above the trends of this world. So when you say you want a man who follows the Sunnah, be sure you are prepared to be a woman who does the same. The ideals we see hyped up on social media, that's not marriage. Real marriage is about sacrifice and striving together for the sake of Allah. We admire the marriage of the Prophet and Aisha Allah عنها, but have we truly reflected on what it was like? Aisha once narrated that 3 months could pass without them eating anything but dates and water. Marriage isn't about indulgence, it's about sacrifice, patience, and putting Allah at the center. It's time to wake up from these social media fantasies. Marriage is real life, and real life requires effort. Many sisters nowadays talk about not cooking or cleaning after marriage. But in reality, when you're faced with those responsibilities, you might find yourself watching tutorials on how to do basic household tasks. Marriage demands responsibility from both sides. And then there are those who say they don't want a strict man in Deen, preferring someone more relaxed. But consider this: a man who is easygoing on the principles of the Deen can drag you down. At least with a righteous man, there's a chance you'll both grow closer to Allah. But with one who compromises, the path only leads further away from heaven. When he says, "Let's post our pictures online," or "Let's celebrate your birthday," or downplays hijab, that's when you know there's a disconnect. A man who suggests taking interest-bearing loans or listens to inappropriate music at your wedding is not leading you toward heaven. If you find yourself fighting with your parents over someone like this, pause and reflect. Why compromise your future for someone who's not leading you closer to Allah? The solution? Begin with yourself. Learn your religion, strengthen your relationship with Allah, and align your actions with the Qur'an and Sunnah. Only then will you be ready to share your journey with a spouse who is on the same path toward heaven. Look at the example of Aisha عنها and the Prophet. Their life wasn't filled with material wealth, yet Allah raised them to the highest ranks. This is the kind of success we should seek, one that is rooted in faith and not worldly gains. Marriage is serious. It's about striving for Allah's pleasure, and this Deen, when practiced properly, brings nothing but beauty. So let's be among those who live by it without altering or diluting it.